If your mind won't stop talking, even when nothing is wrong, it's not because you're weak. It's because your brain is stuck in survival mode in a world that never truly rests. What overthinking feels like? Overthinking doesn't feel like panic. It feels like responsibility, replaying conversations, predicting outcomes, running scenarios you never asked for. Your body may be sitting still, but your mind is sprinting. And the most confusing part is this. It feels like thinking should help, but it doesn't. Personal story. When I noticed it, there was a time when my days looked calm on the outside, but inside my head, it was loud. I wasn't moving, but my mind was running marathons. I thought I was being careful. I was actually exhausting myself. That's when I realized something important. I wasn't suffering from my problems. I was suffering from my thoughts about them. What overthinking really is? Overthinking is not thinking too much. It is replaying the past, rehearsing the future, arguing with people who aren't there, analyzing feelings instead of feeling them. It steals sleep, presence, decisions, and joy. You are alive, but not fully here. The science. Why the mind loops? Neuroscience calls this the default mode network. It activates when we're not focused on a task. Replaying memories, predicting futures, building what-if stories. This system is useful, but when it becomes overactive, reflection turns into rumination. The brain stops being a tool and becomes a loop. Nothing new is solved. Only the noise continues. So this isn't about tips or techniques. It's about understanding what's happening, so the grip can begin to loosen on its own. Why the mind loses energy? The mind does not become noisy because it is broken. It becomes noisy because it is carrying too much. Most of our mental exhaustion does not come from what we do. It comes from what we identify with. We begin to treat many things as who we are. Our work, our mistakes, our roles, our fears, other people's expectations. And once the mind believes, I am this, I must protect this, it cannot rest because it is always defending something. The turn, a different way to see it. Here's the part most people miss. Overthinking is not a problem to defeat. It is a signal that you have lost your place in the moment. Indigenous wisdom, the river. Among indigenous communities, there is a saying, the mind is like a river. You cannot stop the water, but you can choose where to stand. They did not try to silence the mind. They learned where not to step. A flooded river is dangerous, but the river itself is not the enemy. Neither is your mind. A story about presence. An elder was once asked, how do you stop overthinking? He replied, when I walk, I walk. When I eat, I eat. When I listen, I listen. The seeker said, but I do those things too. The elder smiled. When you walk, you are already at your destination. When you eat, you are at tomorrow's table. When you listen, you are preparing your reply. What the story was really saying, this was not philosophy, it was instruction. The stories the mind creates. Much of our suffering does not come from what actually happens. It comes from what we imagine might happen. The mind fills gaps with stories about what others think, about the future, about who we believe we are becoming. We do not know other people. We only know our experience of them. Overthinking is not wisdom. It is the mind trying to feel safe by predicting everything in advance. But life does not move according to prediction. It moves according to presence. The fear beneath overthinking. We overthink because we are afraid of being wrong, afraid of being hurt, afraid of losing control, afraid of not being enough. The mind believes if I think long enough, I can avoid pain. But thinking does not remove uncertainty. It only removes peace. Returning to clarity. Clarity does not come from thinking harder. It comes from ending the argument with reality. The river clears when the mud settles. Clarity appears when you stop wrestling every thought. Return to the body, return to breath, return to what is actually happening. Not fixing everything, just being here. The core realization. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness noticing them. Thoughts are weather. You are the sky. A simple night practice. Before sleep, some traditions suggest a simple act. Not meditation, not control, just recognition. This body, I live in it, but it is not me. These thoughts, they pass through me, but they are not me. These roles, these worries, these plans, important, but not me. Nothing is rejected. Nothing is fought. It is simply placed down for the night. Closing. Comfort, not advice. If your mind feels loud right now, you are not broken. You are human, living in a world that keeps the brain switched on. The goal is not to stop thinking. The goal is to remember where you are. If nothing else, remember this. When the mind is loud, come back to something real. Your breath, your feet on the ground, the room you are in. Presence is not a cure. It is a return.